Just waiting on some people to log in, make sure everything's running all right. Let's see, got a little delay on my computer here. What's going on? Let's see. Oh, hello, there we are. All right, greetings and welcome to the Nailed It live stream. I am your host. My name is Mike, and this is the Nailed It channel, your hub for everything tools. If you guys are just signing in for the first time, I'm damn glad to have you here. We got a nice little show planned out for you tonight, but while we're waiting on for a couple more people to join the stream, let me turn this volume down here. Hear myself talk now. While we're waiting for a couple more people to join the stream, we are going to go over what we're going to cover in this video, and this stream, rather. Bear with me, guys. I am new to streaming. This is like the second stream I've ever had, so it's going to be a little bit rough, but just bear with me. I'm going to work through it. We're going to figure it all out, and we're just going to go a little freestyle here, even though I do have a page of notes. All right. First up, a little tool news. Okay. So in this video, we're going to go over a little bit of tool news. Then we're going to cover what made in the USA really means when it comes to tools, and we're going to take a deep dive into that. Then we're going to do a bit of a demonstration for our tools that I have here to my left. It's the Electrician Special. We got some pretty rad tools here that we're going to demo here for you in just a little bit. And then lastly, we're going to take a little poll. I have a YouTube short series called Soaked in Bleach. It's done very well. I've done 30,000 views on per video roughly, which is pretty damn good for me. But in this new series called Soaked in Acid, I first initially soaked pliers, and now I've got some clamps and some other garage tools around there soaking in like sulfuric acid for 30 days. And we're gonna see what happens with that, but I wanna ask you guys what you would like to see me soak. So we're gonna do that at the end of the video. But let's see. So let's cover some tool news. All right, SEMA 2025. If you guys don't know what SEMA is, it's the Specialty Equipment Manufacturers Association. It's basically where guys go and look at the new tools and new tech and gadgets and stuff that the automotive industry has. Pretty much as far as we're concerned, we're only concerned about tools, but it's where Milwaukee and Harbor Freight and a bunch of little specialty guys drop a lot of the new stuff. And we're gonna go over a bunch of that right now. So first, we're gonna talk about Harbor Freight. Oh, before I say anything else, thanks guys for joining. If you have not joined the channel, we sure would appreciate it if you subscribe and get a little notification bell when this video is going to come out for next week, because we're doing live stream every Friday. We sure would be love to have you there. We do every Friday at 9 o'clock. All right, first up, let's talk about some Harbor Freight stuff. So SEMA 2025. At the show there, Harbor Freight has introduced over 20 new tools in the Hercules line. If you guys don't know what Hercules is their line that they're trying to compete with like the prosumer and like low-grade pro guy. They are, hello, Andrea Castronata, what a beautiful name, hello. And Mr. Deggy, what up? Alex Edits Foot. All right, I guess that's a soccer reference, but welcome everybody, glad to have you here. Damn glad to have you here. All right, so we're going back to Hercules at the SEMA show. So at the SEMA show, sorry, I'm looking at my iPad here, trying to see that and the camera at the same time. It's a little distracting, so bear with me. But at the SEMA show, Harbor Freight dropped these 20 tools, not just 20 any tools. They've got, let's see, the next gen super compact impact driver, cordless resurfacing tool, a cordless rivet gun, and they even have some awesome stuff on 12-volt line. If you guys don't know, 12 volts line across like the tool world, Milwaukee's doing okay with it, but like DeWalt and a bunch of other brands are, well, hello to you too, okay. Greetings and welcome to everybody. If you guys are just signing in, make sure you drop me a comment and say hi, I'd love to have you here. And if you have any questions, you want to know anything about me, anything what the hell's going on behind me, or anything really, I'm here for you guys. You guys can talk to me about whatever you want. But back to Harbor Freight. So they already had good prices, and if you're like a light duty guy, you're looking to get into a new tool line, I think there's a lot of guys out there that are interested in the Harbor Freight line of tools, but they kind of don't want to jump into, like Warrior has nothing. Warrior's got like 6 tools, they're dying. But like Bauer, they're decent, but Hercules is looking pretty good, man. I don't have any Hercules tools myself, but I might be popping in there for that 12-volt line. I do like the 12-volt tools. I don't know why, but I do. Milwaukee was also on hand at SEMA for some new drops. They are rolling out extended reach cordless ratchet, 1/2 inch, 3/8, and 1/4 inch versions. That's like for you dudes that are trying to work in your car engine bay, and you've got some real tight space you want to reach into. Normally your electric ratchets, The head is yay thick and it only goes about that far. So it's hard to get in there even with something designed for it. But Milwaukee's got these ones that are, I mean, probably 18 inches, 24 inches long. So they're gonna get to a lot of stuff that you normally can't reach with those normal ones. I think they're dropping Q3. So look for those around October 2026. Those long stem ones are coming out. It's about a 2-inch to 3-inch profile on the head, even with those low profile sockets. So it could be really helpful if you have a car guy that you know and you want to buy him something awesome like for next Christmas. Hell, get one of those. All right. Sorry, I'm just reading my notes here. I'm trying to catch up with what I'm saying. All right. Okay. Last thing we saw at the SEMA show. If you guys can see behind me, I've got the US General Series 3 behind me. It's the gray 42-inch, I believe. I don't need a giant tool chest, so it's fine for me. But the Icon chest that they have, it's fine. It looks not the best to me, to be honest. I've looked at it for a while and I never really liked the way it latches. I really like these black latches on the US General and how the price is better too. But Icon's rolling out the new G2 line. It's like the 73-inch big mamma jamma. And that thing looked pretty awesome at the show. I saw a lot of guys doing that. Oh, and they have new colors too. They actually have this color on the Icon 73-inch. You know, they even got the side pieces and the big top and all that stuff. But they also have a new color, which kind of surprised me. It's like a, I don't know what that Mopar purple color is, what it's like crazy purple or something. But whatever that color is for Mopar, like the old Dodge Hellcats and stuff, that's the color that Icon is rolling out in their new line. They've already got like yellow and red and orange and all the other crazy colors, but now they got a purple too. So if you're a guy or a girl that loves that purple, well, go on and check out the new Icon line. They got one of those for you. All right. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes here. All right. Hey, but let me know in the comments if you had a tool chest. Well, hello to you too. Guys, welcome in. If you guys are just joining me, I sure do appreciate having you here. If you're just signing on, this is Nailed It channel. We're talking about tools and everything kind of new in the tool industry. I'm going to drop a couple little bits of news, and then we're going to go over a cool tool I have set up for electricians. And then we're going to do a little quick demo of something I have rolling out in my short series. So thanks for logging in, and make sure you guys say hello. And if you guys are getting any kind of value out of this, hit that subscription button, because we got a video live coming out every Friday at 9 p.m. from here until the foreseeable future, or until I get a fire call. Sorry, if I run out of here in a second, I'm a volunteer firefighter and I got my radio behind me. So if that thing fires off and I cut the stream off all of a sudden, don't be offended. You didn't lose your Wi-Fi. It's just, I got, stuff to do. Fires to put out. Okay, let's go to the most important thing we came to talk about here today. What does made in the USA mean when it comes to tools? Because there's been a lot of craziness going on with the made in USA, assembled in USA, produced in the USA, and then global parts and all that crazy crap. And I can tell you right now, I've done a search through like the annals of the internet, and I can't find really any power tools that are 100% or nearly 100% made in the USA. There was like one little company I saw, but their website looked like it was from like 1995. So I'm pretty sure they're not really running anymore. But if you go to buy, like, let's say DeWalt, they're kind of the sneakiest one to me, because they have a box. I don't think I have a DeWalt box around here, but if you get a DeWalt tool, like a Impact, you get the box, you get a big like crest on the side of it, and it's got like the American flag on the back, and it's like assembled in the USA. But on the bottom, little tiny letters that say it's from Global Components. That's bullshit. It's totally misleading. I hate that companies do that, because whether it's made here or not, it don't really matter. If the tool performs well, it performs well. You gotta let the tool stand on its own. Don't try to fool somebody into buying it. Like dudes like me and you probably know, because we're, if we're in the trades or have formerly been in the trades, we're gonna know about those tools. But I think they're really fooling the people that don't buy tools that often. They just walk, they're just some dude, a new homeowner walks into a Lowe's, wants to get a set of drills, or, he needs a couple things around the house. He sees that box and he's like, oh yeah, made in America. Look at this, it's got a crest and a flag on it. It's not made in America, dude. I'm just telling you right now. Unless it's a hand tool from Milwaukee and it's stamped made in USA on there, it ain't made in America. You know what I'm saying? So I hate that companies are doing that, and I'm glad that the government's kind of cracking down. But I'm gonna actually go over what is defined as. I actually looked it up, and there's like a legal definition of what made in the USA means, and how a tool or really anything has to be defined to be called that. So I'm gonna read this. It's gonna be a little bit boring, but just bear with me. Okay, so for a product to be called made in the USA, or to claim to be of domestic origin without qualifications or limit on the claim, it must be all or virtually all made in the United States. This means the final assembly or processing of the product that occurs in the US, all significant processing that goes into the product happens here, and all or virtually all ingredients or components of that product are made and sourced domestically. Now the weird thing is, I always thought that there was like a percentage that it had to be, you know? It had to be, okay, like 90% of this product had to be made here, of American components, something like that. But it really, that's not the case. It's just kind of a loose definition, but when I think of all or virtually all, to me that's like 95% plus, which I know with motors on impacts and drivers and stuff, it just ain't gonna happen because there's not manufacturing facilities that really do that to that scale here. But there are some companies that are getting in trouble with some of this stuff. None of the tool companies, but I did look, when doing my research for this this stream, I saw that, like, you guys heard of Williams-Sonoma? They make like cookware and stuff. They got, no, not sued, they got hit with a $3+ million penalty for making some cookware line that was infringed. No, it was claimed to be made in America. They made pots and pans and shit and whisks and whatever the hell other, this line of cooking tools. Yeah, it was not made in America. It was claimed to be, but it really wasn't. Whatever this definition I just said, it didn't meet those standards. So anyway, those guys should look out, and you should look out too. If you're really wanting a made in America tool, number one, you could search on Amazon, which I hate Amazon, but if you wanted something made in America, you could search there, but I guarantee you're not gonna get any power tools. They just don't exist. But if you're looking for that, you can find stuff. I mean, I know that Milwaukee is pushing hard for it and some of their stuff. Like, I've got these wire strippers. I don't think these particular ones are made in the USA, but they have a new line that kind of has the Harbor Freight Snap-on style grips. And I believe that those ones are being made in America. And you can tell because it'll have like a flag on there. It'll have like a made in USA stamped on it. When they are made in the USA, it's stamped on there. Believe me, they're gonna let you know. So, nothing terrible about, and really it doesn't even matter if it's made here or not. I'd love for it to be made here, but if it's not, that's fine too. I mean, Milwaukee's been making stuff in Vietnam for a long time, and honestly, like, where am I? Okay, this, let's see, my impact. Yeah, don't say here. I'm pretty sure this was made in Vietnam though. That one's awesome. That one's fucking cool. But anyhow, thanks for joining me, guys. I really do appreciate everybody that's watching the stream right now. By the way, my name is Mike. This channel is called Nailed It. We go over everything in the tool world, and I'll do a little tests and demonstrations and all kinds of crazy routiness here. So welcome to the stream. If you guys are just joining in, make sure you drop a chat in the a little comment in the chat. Say hi, let me know where you're from, or anything you want to talk about. Just pop it on in there. I'm happy to answer any questions you have. Okay, let's see what we got. Don't mind me. This is only my second stream, so I'm pretty new to this. So I got notes. Don't even worry about it. All right. All right, let's go up to my tools. Cool. So I got a new cool tool for you guys. If you guys are an electrician or you're interested in the trades, or you've seen your dad try to do this before, at every point in some man's life or woman's life, in person's life, they own a home, they're in an apartment, they're gonna have to replace some wires. They're gonna have to rewire an outlet. That's probably the most common thing you're gonna do as just a Joe. I mean, guys in the trades are doing outlets every day. Like, for reference, I was a commercial electrician many moons ago, and I used these wire strippers well, not these particular ones, but you know, an older model like this, every day, stripping wire, stripping wire, stripping wire. And I've got wire here, I'll tell you, like this, I think this is 12 gauge. This 12 gauge wire, it's solid copper, and you run this thing, or you get Romex, it's heavy, and doing this, stripping wire by hand, let's see my solid here. We're going 12. Give it a pull it off. Ain't that hard, right? I mean, okay, we got it off there. Okay, ain't that hard. But I got a tool here that you electricians are gonna get fired up about. I've seen versions of this from Amazon and on, like, you know, some other streams, and it seemed cool, but it was like the Amazon Chinesian version, and I wanted to buy the badass one. So Milwaukee just dropped this set a few months ago, and I just picked one up. It's kind of hard as hell to find as a complete set. So this is the Milwaukee solid wire stripper set. It comes in 8, 10, 12, and 14 gauge. And this is going to attach to an impact by design, but you can put it in a drill. You just have to chuck it up. It's just far easier in this little bad boy. But this is going to allow you to take said wire, let's say you're running an outlet, you got your wire here, just for reference, let's get one of these out of here. This is 12 gauge, so we're gonna get our 12 out. Here you are. This thing's badass, let me tell you why. So look at this, it's gonna actually just strip the wire right out of you're gonna put it in this little hole here, and you set it to the depth that you like. If you look, you got a little slip ring. You can set it to, I'm gonna set it to 1/2 inch. I don't need that much missing, right? But put that in my impact. Let's say you need to strip a wire. Well, you're doing 1 or 2 of these by hand, but if you're doing these all damn day, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. Now check this out. Try to get this in frame. Let's see. Okay, let's say we're doing an outlet. We need to strip this to 1/2 inch. I got it set to 1/2 inch. Put on the old hole ski here. Boom, she's stripped. Let's say you need 1 inch out of it. Check this out. You pull it out, you got depth gauge right here. So we're gonna set it to, boom, we're at 1 inch, okay? Pop it back in. All right, you go into Zippy Town, check it out. Wabba boom. Just like that. You got 1/2 inch on one, you got 1 inch on the other. That's pretty rad. If you're doing 30, 40 outlets a day, like I used to do in like paper factories and commercial buildings, you do so many of those a day, this thing will save your life. Not just save your life, but it'll save your hands more than anything else, because using one of these sucks. Like carpal tunnel to the max. So I've got this version from Milwaukee. It's pretty awesome. If you look, it's actually got a little tiny razor on the inside. You guys see that? A little razor blade? Yeah, check that out. So that's what's gonna cut. You have to have the correct one for the correct hole. You can see I've got a 10 gauge. I've got an 8 gauge here. Okay, so you've got a 10 gauge. It's pretty clearly marked. I've got upside down. I've got a 12 and a 10. I've got an 8 and a 14. Now, I also have something awesome. This is the wire nut twister. You got a couple wires that you need to join together, and you don't want to use these to crimp them closed or get the wire nut and just twist them with your hand 1,000,000 times. This wire nut twister is going to be rad. I'm going to pop this thing open. We'll check her out. Crack it open here. If you guys just joined the stream, welcome in. I sure do appreciate you guys coming here to chat with me. Drop me a comment down in the chat bar there and let me know how you guys are doing tonight. If you want to talk about anything, I'm here to talk about whatever. I'm here, you're here, let's do it. So the Milwaukee, this is the stupidest name in the world. The wire nut twister. I can't get over this name. It's just so dumb. Milwaukee wire nut twister. All right, anyhow, so if you look inside of this thing, you can see it's kind of got about 2 or 3 different layers here, and that's to adjust to your different wire nuts. This will go to the ones that have wings, any of the little ones, anything, I mean, as small as you can possibly think of and join together, this little wire nut twister is going to be able to tack it. And just, again, you chuck it in your drill, your impact, and put it over the wire nut. Bada bing, bada boom. You got them zipped together. Now, I will say this, you only want to do this, use the wire nut twister on speed 1 on your impact, because you can over crank it and just snap the wire, or snap that thing, which would suck. All right, we'll put you right back over here. But let me show you the Amazon version of this, because this thing's wild. Okay, so this is by the way, okay, let me go back over this. So this one right here, if you buy one of these wire nut twisters, each gauge, there's a 12 gauge. I bought the 4-pack for like 75 bucks, but each one of these individually is 25 bucks, which it's kind of steep, but you can just tell this thing is made solid. It's got a little slip ring here. You can adjust the, oh, sorry, let's get the other one here. You can adjust the depth. You can see there's a little pin detent, a couple of holes there that you'll be able to pull the ring back, and you can adjust how far you want your travel of your wire, right? Well, there is an Amazon version, which was the original one that I saw, which I did not buy because it looks kind of garbage. This thing's like 16 bucks. You get 5 pieces, but look how tiny they are. I tried it, they do work okay, but the wire nut twister on this thing, you can see they look pretty similar, but I don't know if you can tell on the inside, but the very, very base of this thing, it's super blobby. I mean, there's no nut that is supposed to get in here that'll actually fit, right? The Milwaukee one is just far better. So I'm gonna do a video with this tomorrow. So I think about Sunday, you'll be able to see a video on the wire nut twister, the Milwaukee strippers in action. I'm gonna put them into, I've got a little, makeshift outlet box here. And I'm gonna be able to run some wires through here, through the bottom of this thing. And then we're gonna do a test to see how fast we can make an outlet. Okay, we're gonna do it but once with the Milwaukee, and then we're gonna do it once again with the Chinesium Amazon stuff, okay? So welcome guys to the chat. I sure do appreciate you guys signing on. If you guys just are joining the chat, make sure you guys tell me hello. I'll be glad to answer any questions you do have. This is the Nailed It channel. We cover everything in the tool world. And we're damn glad to have you here. All right, so put all this stuff out of the way. What are we covering next here? Wire stripper we did. Okay, oh, okay, the next step. So if you guys have been watching my channel for any period of time, we have a video short series called Soaked in Bleach. We take tools and things from around the garage and we soak them in bleach. Well, our new series is called Soaked in Acid. And what I have here are 4 tools that I've soaked in acid for the last, I think, 20 days. I'm gonna give a little sneak peek here. You guys can check out. You guys ever wanna know what sulfuric acid does to tools? Check this out. I'll tip it here. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I've got a box cutter. I've got a clamp. I've got a, what the hell is that? I've got a lock in there. Can you see the little lock? I don't know what this does, what sulfuric acid is going to do to this stuff, but it looks downright disgusting in here. So I have a proposal for everybody. I am thinking about putting 4 different things in one of these soaked in bleach bottles, rather. And I want to know what you guys think. So let me know. I am going to either put a ratcheting hammer, ratcheting wrench, a hammer, a tape measure, or a staple gun in sulfuric acid. You guys let me know down in the chat section what you would rather see and why. All right. Okay. All right, welcome to the chat, everybody. My name is Mike. This is the Nailed It channel. We cover everything tool related, and we are just going over an interesting little tool we have just purchased. This is the crappy one from Amazon, but they do make a really nice one. So you take this little piece here, put it onto your base, and I know you guys don't know what this is, but you strap it on into your impact wrench, and you can take wire off of your wire loom, no problem. Let me show you. So let's say I've already got this thing, it's already stripped. We're gonna cut you, boom, boom, boom. Okay, now let's say you want to strip, that's a 10 gauge. You can't do that one. All right, welcome in everybody, welcome in everyone. If you're just joining the channel, my name is Mike. This is the Nailed It channel. We cover everything tool related. We're damn glad to have you here. And right now, we're going to be demonstrating how a Milwaukee wire nut twister can really change an electrician's life. This is a 12-gauge wire nut twister. If you guys ever put in an outlet around your house, which you may or may not have, there's not that hard, but it's kind of a pain using these things, especially if you're doing a bunch of them, right? So this little baby, you just set your depth, which we're going to set it to, like an inch. This thing's all stuck. All right, we're gonna leave it at an inch. All right, let's get our wire here. And check this out. You put it in front of I'll put it in the corner. Put this in a little hole scoop. Watch this. Bada bang, you got an inch of sheathing removed from your copper wire. That's pretty sick. If you do a lot of these every day, having that in your toolbox will really change your life. All right. Copper wire. Giddy up. Oh. But, all right, I think that's pretty much all I have for you guys tonight. So I sure do appreciate you guys watching. And like I said, I'll be here every Friday at 9 o'clock. We're going to do a little bit of tool review. We'll do some news, events in the tool world. Anything you guys want to talk about, just let me know. I'm here for you. I'm here, you're here. I'm glad to chat with just about anybody about anything. If you guys want to know a little bit about me, I am not in the trades currently, but I was in the trades. I worked as a commercial electrician for many years, and I've now done a bunch more stuff. I've worked as a chef. I own a pressure washing business, and getting into the YouTube game right now. So I'm happy to chat with you guys about anything that you like. I have a question. I do want to get a kind of a better setup here. I know you can see this really janky. This is literally just a piece of OSB behind me. It's an 8x4 piece of OSB that I used to shoot fireworks off of for 4th of July and New Year's. So I'm kind of thinking of doing something way high up where it's, you know, I've got some tool storage up top, maybe a space in the middle, but I need to change the setup here. But anyhow, we'll deal with that in a later video. I think that's about all I have for you tonight. So I sure do appreciate you guys watching. Once again, my name is Mike. This is the Nailed It channel. We're here for you. Thanks so much for watching. God bless and have a great night.